Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. It's me, Anne Marie. I've been wanting to make this video for quite a few days, but everything happens in its own divine timing. So I'm taking the time this morning to do it because it's pretty early. It's only about 8:15 in the morning. I hope you guys are doing okay. I myself have been experiencing for quite a while, for over a month, so even way before the hurricanes, I've been experiencing a great deal of heavy ups and downs, big ups and downs, like really beautiful highs, but then very profound lows. And like I said, it's been happening to me for a while. In this training that I've been going through in this work, one of the themes that we're taught is for our own personal spiritual growth. The closer you get to the light, the deeper, the more profound the shadow. Okay, so we are all called to look at the shadows in our minds because our minds create our reality. Nothing else does. We can blame politics and chemtrails and all sorts of things. We can blame them if we want. We can blame other people, our exes, for being the bad guys, but they're merely the catalysts to show us our own minds, to show us what is important. And as of late, and because, you're parts of my life, like you are a part of my life, and you allow me to be a part of your life. And if you've been following me, I've been on this app for now 6 years or so. It's a long time. Things change a lot. I started doing Light Language Mondays in my old bedroom. Then I made my upstairs sanctuary in my old house. Then I sold my house. Then I moved to Florida for a year. Then I went back and sold my house. Then I came back here. Then I got sick. I was in a relationship. Now I'm a little better. I'm a lot better. I'm out of that relationship. So, you've traveled with me all through this whole time. And all through this whole time, my goal, and it has always been, is through my own experiences, reveal the truth, reveal through the channeling of my guidance what love really is, what's happening, to give us some sort of interpretation of our collective reality through the premise that as within, so without, as above, so below. So my lessons as of late have a lot to do with my mind. I'm a Scorpio. I am a very intense lover. So if I love you, it could be anybody, not just a lover. If I love you, I love intensely. And I have the claws, right? I've got these pinchers, and I'm talking across the board. A friend relationship, I put so much into my friendship relationships, and I'm so disappointed, when my friends don't behave the way I want them to. I am disappointed and it hurts me. And, you know, with my love relationships with my ex-husband, I've noticed a lot of the same patterns when my last relationship disbanded. And these all dwell in the mind. So they all dwell in the mind. Yep. So I had a big shock before the hurricanes. So I broke up with my last relationship, and I was great because I focused on my business, I focused on learning, I'm taking care of mom, like my attention wasn't fragmented anymore. But then I got a big shock from him, and it sidetracked me. It knocked me off track. It really did. And I reached out to my friends, and through synchronicity, the one who responded was none other than Tina Spalding, who is a beautiful teacher of mine and prolific channeler, and the being that literally saved me with her work from the pits of despair that I was going through when I found out that my ex-husband had gotten his girlfriend pregnant, his then girlfriend pregnant, Iggy. So she happened to reach out to me again. And what she told me was, Lovey, you're experiencing your own mind. And that's my dog Iggy with his tracheal collapse, coughing. She said, Lovey, you're experiencing your own mind. And I'm like, I'm not experiencing my own mind. I'm experiencing him. Well, no, I'm experiencing my own mind. And this is the theme that has come up and up and up and up. And I even put it on here, oh, I've been going through psychic attack. Which, look, psychic attack, I mean, what is that really? It's where your frequency is low enough to where if there is something negative in your energy field, it's able to come in and attach to you. Did I have a psychic attack? Potentially, but it was a result of my own mind, right? Now we're in a journey here. We're walking step by step through our experience here on planet Earth, planet 0 point in the universe. We are doing that. So we're leveling up. So each level that we level up, our mind is met with like intensity. Could there be like a negative attack? You know, sure, it could be. But again, and I've given this message out to everybody, what is the result? What is the point? The point is that it's how you react to this negative attack. It's how you react to these negative situations, to whatever it is that you encounter in your daily walk. It's how you behave towards it. I don't want to freaking edit this video, so you're coming for a walk with me. Let's go, Iggy. There's the lake. It's receded. There's my dead grass and the dead trees and dead bushes. There's a lot of death around here. But at the same time, there's still life. All right. So here we go. Amory, what's your flipping point? I'll tell you my flipping point. My flipping point is this. I'm being shown how much I cling to the past. And it has caused me a great deal of sorrow. Starting, of course, with oh my God, I almost said the loss of my house. Oh, Anne Marie, I need hypnotherapy for this. when I sold my house and left New York, it was incredibly traumatic, and I still cry for it today. So when you have an emotion that's tied to something, then you know you have what is called a sanskar, a trauma. You have a blockage that needs to be cleared, okay? So I still have a sanskar, I still have a blockage, a trauma when it comes to me leaving New York and leaving that house. Okay, big time, big time. And I have sanskars and blocks by um, ending big relationships. I've had 3 big relationships in my life. One when I was 16. The other one was my ex-husband, and then this last relationship was a big relationship. Um, I'm just going to read to you what my lessons are. My mind holds only what I think it God. I will not value the valueless. This is lesson 147. It's a review lesson. Let me perceive forgiveness as it is. And these are, the Course in Miracles has groupings of lessons, and it teaches you different things. The first kind of section is about who you really are and how to interpret the world around you, how to even out our value of our reality. We do not know what this glass is for. I do not know what anything is for. Take that thought and apply it to everything around you. I don't know what that breakup is for. I don't know what the relationship is for. I don't know what this iPad is for. I don't know what the chemtrails are for. I do not know. We do not know what anything is for. Okay, we do not know. That's a foundational thing. So if we indeed create our reality from our own minds, why is all of this happening? It's happening to show me reflectively what I hold in myself. Still, after being on this app for 6 years, sharing my life, and honestly, I can't believe that I still have stuff so intense, that I still have beliefs that are so intense. But since we don't know what anything is for, and since I know now that I am being reflected my own mind, I have trouble letting go. And today's lesson, I will not value what is valueless. Again, letting go. I had, like I said, I've been doing really beautiful things like I'm going to have my own physical office so you can come and be with me in person and we can work together, whether it be my energy work, my channeling, or doing this really sacred hypnotherapy work to help you unblock your own lives. Okay? So there's a beautiful soul that I'm working with, and I've told you about her, Starseed Nani, okay? Starseed Nani, I asked her, she does readings, and I said, okay, I want you to give me a reading. So she and I are so bound together, it's beautiful. I actually have a couple people that I work with like that. Starseed Nani and my beautiful Pleiadian daughter, Crystal. I've developed these beautiful bonds with these women, and I just love them with all my heart. So what does Nani do? She pulls out her deck. And the first card that she pulls, and it's not like, a tarot, there's statements about a dragon. It's a dragon deck. It's great. I wish I knew what it was. A dragon is blowing clouds of smoke around you. Can you live with the unknown? One of the things that keeps going in my mind about the end of this relationship really was like, why? Like, why did things shift so strongly? Like, 1 minute we were so in love, and then the next minute neither of us could stand each other. Neither of us. It was weird. And this has been a message that I've gotten before. You know, I got it from like this medium guy. I don't remember his name. But he's from Boston, and he talks like this. And he's a medium. He's a young guy, and he's got big teeth. Sometimes you're never going to know the answer. Sometimes you're just never going to know. And that's one of my biggest blocks. I want to know. And if someone's not talking to you, how are you ever going to know? You're never going to know. And you just have to swallow it. You just have to come to peace with it. And you can't insist, because you'll never know. And sometimes you will never know, because why? We never know what anything is for. We never know. First card that was pulled from me. Look at the dissonance that this thought, this belief creates in us. God, why did this happen? Why did this happen? I want to know why this happened. How did this happen? Why did this happen? That's why the only moment we have is right now. Okay, the second card that she gave me. This dragon appreciates treasures it keeps in the darkness. What of value can you find today in hidden places? And then she goes on to say that she's seeing boxes upon boxes upon boxes. Do I have my phone here? I don't. I would show you a picture of my garage. Anyway, she's saying she sees boxes, and she's getting a challenge from Spirit. She's like, I dare you to find value in there. I dare you to open up a box and find something of value. And if you do, take it out and throw the rest away. I have a 2.5 car garage. That damn thing is 3/4 filled with boxes of shit that I have not needed or used in 2 years. Let's look at that lesson. Let's look at that lesson. What are we holding on to from the past? Can I tell you? What am I holding on to from the past? Freaking almost too damn much. Not only the physical things, but look what I'm holding on to from the past. My relationships. Man, some of you out there have known me when I was still reeling from the loss of my ex-husband. Oh, God damn. Listen to this. You catch myself. You see these deep beliefs? I am going to get a hypnotherapy session over this, because this is huge. I have to go in there and dig deep as to why I'm experiencing these thoughts, these word patterns over and over again. Because look what it's bringing up in me. It's frustrating me, it makes me cry, it makes me just not get out of the past. It's awful. Okay. I forgive myself and I move on. I am valuing the past way too much. I did this with my relationship with my ex-husband, and I'm doing it with this past relationship. I'm only looking at little romantic snippets or feelings that I had, and really ignoring the big problems, the big elephants in the room. I'm ignoring them, and that's unhealthy. It's not good. How much do we create fantasies in our minds and cling on to things that are simply not real? Simply not real. You know, as an observer, I have an acquaintance, a new friend that just recently got divorced, and she talks to me about, well, obviously he's not going to come back, and I'm thinking to myself, He hasn't talked to you in a year. He doesn't text you, doesn't call you. What makes you think he's gonna come back and try and fix this relationship? And he gave you a divorce like with no questions. So look, we all have them. It's all in our own minds. And boy, oh boy, are our minds powerful, because look what they create. They create such dissonance and they create such pain. And when we dwell in the past, we do not allow for the now. We do not allow for the future. Part of this reading goes on to talk about a potential future relationship. Because, I'll be honest, I think to myself, I've literally served God my entire life through music, and now through this holy work, through the channeling, through this ministry, this public face that I have with everybody, and now through this beautiful work of hypnotherapy. I just saw 2111. Why can't I find love like 2121? It's because I'm being shown my own self. So I've had to be, and this is for many, many years. We're not just talking the end of my marriage. From before my son Mario was born, and he's 29. So from the early parts of my relationship with my ex-husband, I've had to take on a lot of roles, a lot of hats. Managing finances, which was a big problem in my marriage. He was really good at making money, but he did nothing to help the finances of the home. And I had to take it on because of an incident that happened. Anyway, I had to take care of the entire house, the maintenance of the house. So while my ex-husband was a very good provider, there was no support. So let's say I upped my game, and I had an experience where my partner was a great support, great friend, great helper, did beautiful things for me that my ex-husband never could do. And so now I manifested that relationship for sure. I still have a lot of questions, but you know what? What am I doing? I need to be in the now. I need to get rid of all the old boxes, all the old baggage. And so now it's time to create the new relationship, trying to create the new things that I desire in my life. And I hope you've picked up on the message that the only thing that I believe we are really here to do, besides live our own individual life purpose, is to just be happy and just to be fulfilled and to live the happy dream. And the way we live the happy dream is by healing our minds and changing our minds and opening our hearts. Is it easy? Hell no. Could I have done without this past month? Could I have done without this past 5 years? Yeah. Could I have done without all the heartache and, but you guys remember, I had the whole burden of, good word. I wanted more children, and that was a huge trauma to me. Huge trauma. And I don't think about that anymore. I've healed that, and I've healed it through hypnotherapy. I'm okay with that now. I've released that burden now. I've released it. So it's entirely possible And it's entirely, it's there for us if we can heal our minds. Okay, I think I've said everything I want to say. And I'm going to ask Spirit finally, after me rambling for 25 minutes. And by the way, thanks for sticking around. If you're still here, love you. And if you're still here, go book a session with me and tell me, hey, I stayed to the end of your video. Text me first or email me first, and I'll adjust the price for you. I'll give you 10% off for your loyalty and your time. All right, so T.S. Musha, yeah, okay, yeah, they're here. So let's give you guys some light language. Let's give you guys some beautiful blessings from Spirit. Everything is frequency, my friends. Everything. Everything is your own mind. There are boogeymen out there, but if you love enough and you love yourself enough to heal your sanskars, to heal your traumas, you'll be okay. Everything is your frequency and everything is your mind, and I love you. We are Ra. We are the Ra Collective. Always, always, always a joy and a pleasure to come and speak to you today. Dear beautiful ones, what you just received was an energy clearing, a little boost from us to allow you to shed some of the dense energies that are abounding on your planet at this time, that create this incredible upheaval that you see in the world around you, and for most of you, in your inner selves. This is your journey. This is what you signed up for. This is go time, if you will. This is go time. As our brother Jesus stated in a transmission from him through this channel, that this is revelation. What is revelation? Revelation is uncovering. And what is it? It is the uncovering of the mind. It is the uncovering of your minds and the collective mind. Now is the time to unpack all those boxes. Now is the time to clear everything that does not serve you. And these thought patterns that our dear one has do not serve her. They keep her down. But as you are in free will, as you are experiencing your own minds, nothing can change unless you desire it. And when you experience something profoundly disturbing, that is when the human ego freaks out. And that is when the desire for change is greatest. So why is it that your mind, your higher wisdom, creates these deep pits of despair, if you will? Because that is what the human ego needs. You need sometimes, after attempt for your mind to show itself to you through relationship after relationship or event after event after event that is showing you your mind and it's not getting through to the ego, then something desperate must happen. Something drastic must happen. And you see it. You can look back upon your lives and say, oh gosh, I saw this before, but it didn't dawn on me. Wow, I saw this pattern, but I never realized what was really happening. This is your mind. Your minds. And if it happens to you on the small scale, it's happening on the big scale. You are approaching what you call in the United States your next election. Now, our dear one does not like to get into politics because she doesn't want to ruffle feathers, but here we are. We're going to mention this. While there are many in this community that will say that it is pointless, that it is useless, we wish for you to take into account the impetus of all matter, and that is intention. Your intentional actions create your reality. Now, let us say that the system is totally rigged. Our question to you is, does your intention and action not count for something? Does your will and desire not count for something? It counts for everything. Even if the entire system is rigged and broken, your desire for change that you manifest into the action of going to vote influences your reality because it is intention backed by action. Now is the time for action. Now is the time for no more excuses. Now is the time that you collectively as humanity must change. And you change through action, not just through words, but through action. And words are not intention. Intention is deeper than words. Words are twice removed from the truth. Words are merely sound vibrations. But the mind is the beginning. We love you, dear ones. We are Ra. We are the Ra Collective. Again, we bless you. Again, feel our love. Feel the love of the universe that we channel. And we love you. We adore you. Okay, that's it. All right, my friends, 3333. It's now 3342. I love you. Thank you for being with me. Until later.